Okay, so I'm here with Cliff, and today we will be going over flute.
All right.
All right.
I'm ready.
So, for this flute, it's different from like normal flutes. Let me just show the camera real quick. So, with this flute, it's different because it has open holes. If you can see there,
Yeah.
so pretty different.
Mm-hmm.
On normal, like student models, these holes are closed, or they're like these pads basically.
Okay.
For all three of them.
So, like, what makes the flute better with having open holes?
The sound can escape from the flute more, thus resulting in a wider tone
Okay.
and a bigger sound most of the time.
All right.
If it makes sense, closed hole, closed sound, open hole, open sound.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, that's special about this flute is are the Straubinger pads. So this is a Straubinger flute. So what's different about this is this one has like parts that go towards the middle, rather than a normal flute which will look like that, where it's like
Okay.
clipped to the side. It's like a cymbal. It closes from the middle instead.
All right.
If you want to think of it that way. And there's just an extra trill key, then there's an extra thumb, B flat.
Okay.
Or just a B, low B. A low B extra. So for this one, just take the body out by yourself from both sides, yep. And flip it around the other way. Cool. Now, put the foot joint in first. The other way. Flip it around.
That's right.
Yes, and just careful when you touch the keys. For this one, you just need to twist it in. Good.
Does that look?
This line has to line up with the first key. So, like, look in through it like a telescope or something, and make sure this key is aligned. That's aligned to the first key.
Like this little knob right here.
Yeah. That's for beginners. For tuning, you want to keep it off to the right a little bit for better tuning.
All right. But since I'm fairly new to this,
you don't need to worry about that.
All right.
Tune with your head joint.
Okay.
So there's that. So put the head joint in. I just want to get you used to assembling it. Same thing, just twist.
All right. And how exactly do you want to kind of like align the same way?
The hole should align with the first key going down. So just like a telescope.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So I just want to give you a feel for it before we take the head joint out and just work on sound.
Okay.
So for this one, just try playing a C, which is basically first finger and then the pinky, and that's it. This one.
This
one
one
higher, yeah. So bring it up.
Is that right?
That's nice. That's correct sound. All right. Can you do the higher octave? So that's the same exact fingering, just higher. Nice. But make sure when you're stopping, you don't slow down the air.
Okay.
Because you're playing the note, but then you're like, ah, and I give up.
Yeah.
So keep going and let it ring. Just go ahead and try that. Da. One more time. Da. Yes. What I like to think about is just let the sound fly out through the air.
Okay.
That's kind of what I like to think about. If you mind if I play something real quick and just show you a difference?
Yeah.
So, what normal students would do when they start out, would usually sound like this. Oh God, hold on.
Yeah. Stop
You
the
just
air with
stop.
the tongue.
What you're doing is correct, which is where you just let the air continue on. I haven't warmed up today, so forgive me. And that is why I sound weird. Okay, so with tuning, and for most flutes, you don't want to put the whole thing in all the way.
Okay.
For tuning, you can't see it on here. so it's kind of invisible, but do you see that faint little line?
I do, yeah.
That is my tuning line. It
Okay.
just doesn't show because it shouldn't. It's just for tuning. So you should keep it like a little bit out. You see how there's like tarnish?
Yeah.
Right here, and that's where most of the head joint's in most of the time.
Okay.
So I'm just going to leave that there for now.
All right.
And that should be good. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's see how you do with the holes now. So play a middle D. So that is everything down.
Including the thumb and pinky.
No pinky on the right
No
hand.
pinky.
So see how that feels. Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm noticing is this finger. Your fingers are actually. It's funny. Your fingers are big enough that they will cover the holes automatically without you thinking about it. But what I've noticed is that this finger is trying to slide off.
Yeah, I can feel that a little bit.
So you basically have to get it right on there.
Right on there and keep it there. Don't let it
Keep
move.
it there. So try it again. Try C to D now. So C, low C.
How do you play? Is low
Yeah, that was
C?
right. That was right. No, I mean normal C. Like
Okay, so
what we were playing earlier. The C before, not
Okay.
the octave C. Just
so
normal.
one and one.
Yeah, one pinky. No thumb. In D. Yeah, you caught yourself, right?
Mhm.
Your pinky. I
Yeah.
saw that.
Yeah, lift up the pinky for D.
Okay, so do it one more time. I just want to see something.
It's weird
Yeah.
because it's just like when with a closed flute, which is what I played in my last rotation. I'm used to just being able to put my fingers down, and it's weird having to think about.
It's terrible, but like
But you get a better sound.
my teacher, as soon as I figured out how to play it properly, like she threw away my pads because there are plugs that you can put on this to make it easier. But like example, when I started out, I had all the plugs in, and then my teacher had the lower parts taken out, so I only
Okay.
had these two to worry
Alright.
about and the pinky, and then I had to worry about learning this. Then she took out the ones on top.
Okay.
So that's an idea. You can keep them all in, but usually with an open hole, you should keep it open whole.
Okay.
So one thing I've noticed that you're doing is you're doing this weird rolling in.
Yeah.
That I know that gets your embouchure set and steady, but I want your embouchure to snap on.
Like that muscle
Like,
memory. Okay.
Just, like I see. What was it? What I want is just blah, 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 blah. Something like that.
Okay.
So let me see how you do C without your little adjustment thing. That's good for beginners, but I want to
Okay.
see what else you can do. That's good. Okay, put the flute down real quick. Just relax, sit nice and straight. You're kind of slouching in and crunching up, so that's gonna mess with your sound, if that makes sense. Closed air, closed flute, and everything. You're a tuba player,
Yes.
so you understand to use a breath.
Yeah.
So you have the air support. You just have to funnel it into a tiny flute.
Yeah. Into this across this little hole right here.
It's more like, if you want to think about it, it's like splitting the air.
Okay. Oh, so like the air, some of it's going over, and then the air's getting
The sound, the sound starts by hitting this striking edge and literally splitting the air.
Okay.
So I just want to show you, so I can demonstrate how to do a proper octave without using your tuba air.
All right.
Because this is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
You're using your air to overblow into the next next octave. So this is what I want you to do. So just watch my embouchure. It's the same. The flute requires the same airspeed the entire time.
Okay.
Because if you blow higher or lower, you mess with the tuning and pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, watch this.
Okay.
It's the same exact airspeed. You can do it as well when it's quiet.
Wow. Yeah, being a tuba player, I'm used to having to do so much more to change
your air
notes.
And just the thing is, it's just a small, precise motion. Like, I had a professor who showed me to make that sound with a straw.
Oh, wow.
He blew into the straw, and all he did was move it forward, and he changed the pitch.
Wow.
So I want you to just do that with the head joint. Let's not worry about this, because you can get the sound out. The issue is you have tuba air.
Yeah.
So let me just check real quick. So copy me after I actually just model. I'll model.
All right.
So with this shows how much air that you can actually get. Mm-hmm. So this is what I want. Like vacuum. This is what I don't want. I can hear your tuba, but this is how you tell the difference. This is bad air. This is like adequate. My bad. Yeah.
But
you hear that whooshing in? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you got that. The issue is keeping that and funneling it into the tiniest hole that you can possibly muster. Let me see.
Yeah, because with the tuba, I'm used to having to push air out of 18 feet of tubing. With this,
but this one is just like partial tubing.
Yeah.
You can overblow the heck out of this thing.
Yeah.
So go ahead and try that. So don't bring the flute to you. Well, hold on. You bring the flute to you, not the head to the flute. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Do I cover up the end?
No, you don't need to. Your embouchure is too far open. Try thinking of spitting a grain of rice. Nice. So you can still... I'll just show you real quick. So this is what your embouchure is doing. This is an exaggeration, but it's like very lazy, like embouchure, because you can see how much hole. Just look at the hole in the mouth. This is what I need.
Wow. Okay.
Because if it makes sense, you're trying to get as little of the air to split on the mouthpiece. Your tuba embouchure is forcing you to literally overblow, and the reason you're getting that airy sound is because it's not hitting the middle part.
Okay.
Like literally a stream of air hits right there. Tuba, you don't need to worry about that because it's just like,
because the air comes from the lips, not necessarily the sound comes from the lips.
Your lip is your own mouthpiece.
Yeah,
and it's like really strange. Straighten up. Just relax. Yep. Okay, so that's good. That was much better than what you were doing earlier.
Okay.
So remember what I meant, like moving your lip closer to the striking edge. So you saw my exaggeration.
Yeah.
So it's like kissing. It's like a kissing motion. So try that and get a higher octave. You hear it?
Yeah, I could.
You're almost
get
there.
A little bit of it.
So try not to move the head joint itself.
Okay.
Just use your lips. Move it forward.
You
got it. You almost there. If it makes sense, the higher embouchure is it's not, I don't want to say tighter, it's a firmer embouchure.
Okay.
Okay, also what you're doing is you're smiling.
Okay.
Whereas your corners need to be a little bit down.
Okay.
My mouth is a little strange, whereas I actually can't smile properly, which is really strange. So it's no problem with my corners. But with other people, you have like big tuba lips. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. No.
No, it's good for tuba. But for this, I'll try to model my embouchure as best as I can. So I'll use the camera. So this is what I see. I physically can't do what you're doing. You see how my lips won't let me smile?
Yeah.
Look at your embouchure.
Oh, okay.
See?
I see it.
I physically can't smile. That's so sad. And it's completely different. Here, let me show you one more time, because that was good. That was good. So you see how it's like... You can see it from this side, actually. It's better.
Okay.
You see how... You see the motion. You see how much of my muscle in my cheek is activating. Yes, yes.
Well, that's a lot firmer than I thought it had to be. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really...
Was your mouth...
Yeah.
You know, your airstream even improved. Because it's much more precise than how it was before. You're like...
Okay.
But it's a lot of muscle. So go ahead and try again. You're smiling again.
There it is.
See?
Yeah. Okay.
That's completely different now.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is way different than the way I was doing it. That's insane.
Alright, well, because you were smiling.
Yeah.
For me, it's weird. I physically can't smile properly. My smile doesn't go all the way up, so I don't have problems like that. See, look, this is me smiling.
Yeah, that is...
It's like my corners won't go up. But look at your smile. Freaking going up. Alright.
Yeah, I've got the Joker grin going on.
You got the
All right.
Joker grin. So let's try C on the head joint with that same idea, and we should be able to wrap up.
All right.
Go ahead and do that. Just align it with the first key. You look like a telescope.
Like a telescope. Feel like an astronomer.
Alright. So just to see first,
All right.
no thumb. Hold up real quick, don't smile. Same airstream. Good, good. One more time, just to make sure you weren't...
All right. Wasn't a mistake.
Wasn't a mistake. Don't do the adjustment. Start again. Don't do the adjustment. Just bring the flute to you. that should help. Just remember, flute playing is a very sad style of playing.
All right, well, thank you, James.
All right, no problem. Anytime. We're done.